A blessed day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And our lesson for today is how to learn MySQL commands, our lesson number 1. So before we go to the actual commands, let us just have this list that we're going to discuss today. So first is that number 1 is to show databases command. This is to show the list of existing databases. Number 2 is use the database name. This is to select the database. Number 3 is to show the tables. This is to show the list of tables under the selected database. Number 4 command is describe and the table name. This is to show the table fields. Number 5, create database. And this is to create a new database. Number 6, drop database and the database name. This is to delete the database. Okay, so let's go to our XAMPP controller first. You must open your XAMPP and click the MySQL start to get it started. And once you see here the green indicator and the ports are already open, and it will give you status that it is running. Your XAMPP controller is running for MySQL. Okay, then that's the time we go to our command prompt, and the same goes with the previous lesson. You're going to type the correct path. Okay, so the correct path here where we installed our XAMPP is here. So we're going to follow this again. Okay, in drive C, then XAMPP folder, then MySQL, and the bin. Okay, so we're going to follow that, typing in our command prompt. So type first change directory / and type the path. Okay, that is change directory to XAMPP folder, then the MySQL subfolder and the bin subfolder. Then press enter and it will bring you to the XAMPP folder. And it is time now to use your MySQL then type u and our root, then -p. Okay, then press enter and it will ask you a password. In my case, I don't have my password, so I just press enter and it will bring you to MariaDB. So this is the indicator that the database is ready for this communication. Okay, so let us do the first command, which is show databases. So this command is to check first if we have this existing database here. Okay, so let us press enter and it will give you the list of existing databases. Okay, so here if we're going to check, for example, this database info AINS, so we're going to use the command use and the name of the database that we want to select. Use info _ AINS. Okay, so meaning we select the database named info _ AINS, then press enter and you are now in with the info AINS database. Now if you want to check the list of tables under this database, just type show tables if this database has an existing tables. Okay, so press enter and it will give you the list of tables. Now if we want to go to the table for student course, okay, so we're just going to type here describe and the selected table stud underscore course semicolon, and it will give you the information about this table. Press enter. So we have here the course ID, subject name, here professor and room for the field, and those information that we need. So what if we want to choose stud info to check the list of for that table, the list of info for that table? So we're just going to type here again describe and the selected table student info table, then semicolon, then press enter, and it will give you the fields, and it has the student ID, last name, first name, middle name, and date for that table. Okay, so if we want to go back to check again the list of table, just type show tables to go back and check the list of tables. Then there you go, we are now back to the list of tables that we checked. Okay, and so if we want to go back to the database, the list of database, just type again show databases and semicolon, and press enter, and it will bring you back to the main list of databases. Okay, and it's up to you again to choose the list of database that you want to check. Like for example, I would like to check now the information schema database. So what would be the command that we're going to use is the use and what database name information underscore schema, then semicolon, and it will bring you to that database. Okay, so you are now in the database for information schema, and if you want to check the list of tables under the information schema, so type show tables and semicolon, press enter, and it will give you many lists of tables here. Okay, then like again the loop of what we're doing, you want to describe the files, you want to select this and know what's in it, the file table. So let us try to know that by typing describe, then the name files, okay, the table name, and then press enter, and it will give you the list of fields, okay, under that table. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so let's go back to the main database. Going back is you type show databases. So even you type in capital letters, it will not give you an error because this is not a case sensitive commands. Okay, just let us check, press enter, and it will bring you back to the main list of databases. Okay, so how about we would like to add our own database? Okay, so the command number 4 would be create database. We're going to create a database, and our name, database name would be like, for example, lesson 1. Okay, then semicolon. Let us check if this will be accepted. You have an error. Okay, so maybe the name lesson 1. So let us remove 1. Maybe that is not acceptable, a number. And let us press enter. We have an error. Yeah, because we have a wrong spelling here. So we're going to type it again. Create. That's the wrong spelling that we forgot to type E. Create database. Then, yes, let us complete lesson 1. Then, semicolon. And press enter if it will accept. So here, query okay. 1 row affected. So our query is accepted. Okay, so let us check now if our database has been created. Okay, so to know that, show again databases. So our created database should be listed here. So here we able to create our own database. So it is type written in capital letters, but once listed, it will be listed in small letters. Okay, so that's how our database here are being listed now. So let us check our created database. How to check that? Again, we're going to type or use. We're going to use or select that database, lesson 1. Okay, then semicolon, and we're able to select our lesson 1 database. Press enter, and we are now in our lesson 1 database here. So if we want to know if we have list of tables, okay, let us type show tables and semicolon, press enter. And right now, since we just have created our database, we don't have list of tables. It is empty for now. Okay, so it is empty. Now let us create another one, another table or another database. Okay, so we're going to type create database, and we think of a name for our database. Trial DB, okay, trial database. So though we typed it in capital letters, once saved, it will be in small letters. Okay, so then press enter, and the query is okay here. So, and 1 row affected, it means that it is now again accepted. So we're able to create trial database. Okay, so how are we going to check it again? Show databases to know if we able to add that to our list of database. Press enter, and trial DB is now here in the bottom part. Okay, so it means we are successful creating our own database. Okay, then how are we going to delete? For example, that is our command number 6 right here. So drop database. Okay, so we are now in our command number 6. We're going to drop all those that we have created just to check if we can do that. So let us type drop database and the database name that we would like to drop or delete, and that is, like, for example, we drop this one or delete this one. Okay, so type the database name, trial db, and press enter. There, the query is okay and it is successful. And let us check if we able to drop that database. The command is show databases and press enter. And as you can see in our list, the trial DB is now removed in our list. Okay, so let us now try to remove the other one. Okay, so this lesson 1. Okay, let us try to remove that. Okay, so to remove, that is the command drop database. And what is the database name? Lesson 1 semicolon. Okay, so let us press enter to drop or delete that database. And it's the query is okay, it means successful. Then let us check again if it is successful. So in our list of database, it should be removed. So lesson 1 now, if you're going to check here, lesson 1 is already removed. There is no lesson 1. Okay, so that's it for our lesson, and I hope you learned some basic commands in MySQL in our lesson number 1. So see you in our next lesson for some advanced SQL commands. Okay, thank you so much, and see you for the next lesson. Bye bye.